Exactly. It's about 150 square feet. It's the tiniest little thing. And it's the little bakery that could. It was born with the triple coconut cream pie. And it's been our favorite selling dessert here at the Dahlia Lounge for 25 years. So we created this little bakery in order to sell it in all shapes and sizes. And now, of course, it's turned into something more. We sell soups and sandwiches. We have a beautiful English muffin sandwich where we make our own English muffin every day. And we just noticed that no books really talked about English muffins very much, and so it's such a part of the Americana breakfast, from the McDonald's Egg McMuffin sandwich to our own English muffin, homemade right here. And it's a fun process. I just don't think people have tried it. And when you make them, you can make 24, 36 at a time, and then you just pop them in the freezer and you pull them out every morning, and they're delicious. So.
And tell me about eclairs. You also have a fondness for maple eclairs.
Right there, right there. You know, Seattle is a city of coffee, and about 4 o'clock we start to get a little weepy because our morning coffee is gone, our lunch coffee is settled. So about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you have to have that last coffee before dinner, and nothing goes better with a little shot of espresso than a maple eclair. A little golden crunchy on the outside, it's got the maple fondant on top, and that real custardy, stiff custard filling. It's my idea of an afternoon tea.
Now, in your cookie section, you talk a lot about this peanut butter cookie that Nora Ephron loved when she was shooting a movie here. Tell me about that.
Well, you know, part of Sleepless in Seattle was filmed at the Dahlia Lounge, and so I met Nora then, and over the years when she was in town for You've Got Mail, and we became kind of pen pals, email pals. And then once she asked me for this cookie recipe, because she went on TV and said that this was the best cookie in the world ever, 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 ever. 4 evers. So forever and ever, 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 it must be pretty darn good. So I sent her a box of cookies and with the recipe, and then she sent me back her books all signed and her videos signed. And at the end of the day, about 6 or 8 months ago when we were writing the book, I texted her, emailed her, and I said, would you mind if we named this peanut butter cookie after you in our new book, the Dahlia Bakery Cookbook? And she said, sure, no problem. But she didn't tell me she was sick and dying, so I was really sad about that. But she said, sure, no problem. She'd be honored. And here we are today with the Nora Ephron peanut butter sandwich cookie. And I got to tell you, it is a crowd pleaser.
Now, of course, the bakery and a lot of this business was built on coconut. And you talk a lot about how you were really at the end almost with the business 20-some years ago, and it was resuscitated by this coconut cream pie. How was that possible?
Well, I just think, you know, we're so used to coconut tasting like copper tone, like your suntan lotion. We just don't even remember what real coconut tastes like sometimes, and especially in a dessert where it's all kind of this imitation flavoring and stuff. And when people bite into our pie with real eggs and real cream and real coconut milk and taste that dark brown crust against the light fluffy custard center, they just get this ethereal kind of look on their face like, oh my God, what am I eating? Because it doesn't jump out at you like fake coconut. It kind of settles in there and you realize what's going on, and then the white chocolate curls on top and the big toasted organic flakes of coconut to finish things off. You just get this layers and layers of really fresh tasting coconut, and it's a revelation. So I think it's like Grandma used to make, but better.
Now, you give a shout out in the book to Sur La Table. They're based in Seattle. They started here. I want to know, you have a lot of techniques and you have a lot of tools in this book, but is there one tool that you think would be a must-have for a home baker if they're going to tackle this book?
Well, there's two, I would say, that I think will take an ordinary baker and give them a chance of being extraordinary. One is a scale. Any good baking book these days gives you gram weights and regular ounce weights. And if you if you get yourself a little $25 scale and measure every ingredient to the gram weight, it'll be the same every time. It won't be a matter about humidity. There won't be all these issues out there. It'll always be the same. So that's the number one thing. And then the second thing is a great oven thermometer. If I tell you to cook at 350, that doesn't mean 325 or 375. Baking is a precise sport. You know, you have to kind of get in there and get at it. And so having a real recognition of what your oven temperature is very important. So those are the two things that would make you a better baker.
All right. Thanks so much. Have a happy holidays, Tom.
Same to you.